Hi, my name is Butler. I'm from South Carolina.
When were you deployed?
Um, my I was deployed actually several times. However, not all several times was a hostile environment. My first deployment was to Southwest Asia during Desert Storm, and that would have been in 1990, November of 1990.
Have you been in any wars?
Yes, Desert Storm.
How was that?
It was like any other deployment. We slept in tents, moved around a lot. I've done a lot of driving for the colonel. I was also responsible for water purification as well as the burn pits. In other words, we used to burn the feces and the urine from the porta potties that we had out there, things of that nature, and then as well as moving dead bodies.
Do you have any awards or plaques?
I received several over the years while I was in the military. Some of the ones I received were based off of the deployment to Southwest Asia. And then there's ones where I got promoted, things of that nature. Each individual one has a story of his own. As it turns, this right here is one of my promotions between training up until deployment, up until duty station in Okinawa. I basically took a bunch of correspondence courses, and once you take those correspondence courses, you can actually get meritoriously promoted all the way up to E7. So right after I got out the Army in 95, I turned around in 96 and joined the Marine Corps. Fresh out of boot camp, we go straight to MCT, which is called Marine Corps Combat Training. And this is my last couple of weeks there. This is me right here. And this whole platoon is the ones that went through the MCT route. MCT basically teaches you common skills such as land navigation, surviving in the woods, things of that nature. And so it's more or less a survival of the fittest. However, they did have live round exercises during the course of my training there. I don't know whether they still do that or not, but yeah, they would fire 50 millimeter rounds at us. Well, not at us, over our head, which was designed to teach us how we would react in a combat situation.
And what was the name of that hospital again?
12th Evacuation Hospital. We deployed out of Wiesbaden, Germany. It was a hospital, but it was an evacuation hospital, which meant that we pretty much was about 50 miles from the front line. And what our major function was to supply medical aid to every unit around us within a certain parameter. And with that being said, what ended up happening was through some skirmishes with some of my supervisors, I got put in a different section, which basically made me what we call a 91 detail specialist. In other words, whatever detail came up, they would send me to do it.
Do you have any advice for anybody who would want to join the Marines or Army?
Well, my advice to anybody interested in joining the Marine Corps or the Army, Marine Corps was one of my, I guess you could say, the Marine Corps had more of an impact on my life than the Army did in terms of the places that I traveled, places that I deployed to, and the job description that I've done. And so the military is there for anybody who don't feel they can make it in the civilian world, but can have an impact in the military world. That's usually how it goes.